Robey is on location in Ukraine, and this is a story about Ukrainian strength. Ukraine had been at war for 19 months when we filmed this video. I wanted to meet people from our industry, hear their stories and find out how they're dealing with being in the middle of a conflict zone. Standing here in the ruins of Sergey from Megashow's warehouse. That's a very light.
Very light, 3000.
Sorry, what's that?
Part 64.
Part 64.
Aluminum.
My God. Sergey Mayakushko of Megashow is a true legend of Ukrainian technical production and one of the founders of the modern industry as we know it today. His passion for lighting and visual technology started as a child back in the Soviet times and before Ukraine became independent in 1991. He was a lighting designer, an engineer and an inventor. And Megashow was a highly successful rental and distribution company before the war. The warehouse was in Horenka, one of the northern suburbs of Kyiv. It and 40 years of Sergey's life were destroyed in a catastrophic fire amidst the heavy artillery shelling and combat during the ferocious Battle of Kyiv in the early months of the war. While all this was going on, Sergey's neighbour Nikolai and his family were hiding in the basement below the warehouse for over a month. The enemy was about a kilometre away. Their tanks, artillery, APCs, rocket launchers and other hardware had all rolled in from Belarus, and the Ukrainian front line started a short distance behind the warehouse. It was what you'd call a hot zone. While most people would be completely broken by an experience like this, it's heartening to find that Sergey is more philosophical. How did it feel when you came back to the warehouse after it had been destroyed and there was all 40 years of your life in a pile of rubble?
Ну, це воно, знаєте, я дізнався такими етапами. Спочатку я отримав фото, сказав, ваш склад розбомбили. І прислали фото. Ну так, знаєте, двері зачинені, видно, що вони там простріляні, але така була надія, що ну може ж там щось трошки залишилось. Але вже коли ми сюди приїхали, вже з там перепустки нам дали і ми заїхали. Коли я відкрив склад, і те, що я тут побачив, це, звичайно, шок був. Ну, я думаю, що така спрацювала така психологічний захист такий, знаєте. І так, ну що ж, надія вмерла, треба щось робити.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself and about your company, about Soundhouse?
From 2004, I start work for my own company, Soundhouse. First of all, we work in one direction as a project design company. But after 2 years, we start work as a national distributor company. And since to this, we work in two directions: project design and implementation exactly, and as a distributor company.
What would you normally be doing if the war wasn't happening? What would you be normally doing as a business? And how has that changed in the last 18 months?
Oh, we don't have possible compare business with war and without war, because it's absolutely different life. For me, my team, it's a family. We live together, we work together, we're growing our children together, and it's absolutely cool. But war destroyed absolutely all normal things.
Сегодня утро. Не осталось ничего.
It was a 3 caliber, 2 hitting directly our warehouse, and 1 destroyed the houses which were near our warehouse. Unfortunately, security guys who work at this warehouse place was died.
They were killed in the attack.
Yeah. We know these guys so many years. It's not from our team. It's a team from guard staff. But we know so many years him.
How are you dealing with it? How are you adapting? How are you managing to survive?
We're focusing on the project line. For us, it's a main business now, because also the distribution work is not a huge part of our business now. Mainly it's a project. Regarding the concert and any public event, exactly, unfortunately we didn't have possible make a big open air event or concert, and you're right, in entertainment business it's not too huge in Ukraine now. But the small concert in club, in small concert hall still go on. Show must go on. That's why it's not like a black hole. The life is going on.
Pretty much everybody, every part of society in Ukraine is involved in some way with the fight or with helping the fight. I know you've been involved in humanitarian aid missions between the rest of Europe and bringing stuff back to Ukraine. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
From the start of the war, we try to do everything possible for guys on the front line, for people who is lose their house, and so on. For example, because as a distributor we have a huge experience in logistics, now we repair it. We move a body armor together with our friend from the Great Britain. We move the Kevlar helmet from the Great Britain also, medicine equipment. 2 weeks before, we moved from the Danish inflatable mattress tent for the 150 families from Kherson. Try to do everything what we have possible do, and exactly when we have possible do it.
We are fighting not only for Ukraine.
Stas was working in sales and marketing for several international professional lighting and audio brands before February 2022. When the war started, he immediately volunteered for the army, joined the territorial defence and deployed to the front line as a combat medic.
It was quite interesting because when I came to the recruiting office of the Ukrainian army, I couldn't get there because there were thousands of men and women trying to get in trying to get weapons, trying to get to join the Ukrainian army. So I started to look for other variants. I've seen that near my house there is a block post building, and I went out offering my help. So that's how I joined the territorial defense, the 131 battalion of the 112th Brigade Territorial Defense of Kyiv.
From there, you became a combat medic, didn't you? Can you just tell us a bit about the training? I mean, had you done any medical training before?
No, there was no medical experience or trainings before, except for that couple of hours training
First day?
Yeah, on the first days.
Yeah.
And I was quite surprised when our company chief medic came to me and asked if I would like to become a combat medic.
You obviously thought you had the temperament for it.
I got two medic trainings and one tactical trainings for medics. How to behave on the battlefield, cooperating with the assault team, and how to cooperate with other members of the company. And then I became a platoon medic, and we started our preparation for deployment to Donbass. Our main place was village Kamyshovaha. It is in Luhansk region, and we took our first battle there.
What are the main challenges on the battlefield? You must sometimes have like only seconds to save a person's life with shelling, shooting, artillery fire, and possibly also airstrikes going on.
Yes, combat medic is basically the standard soldier, but with extended features. We do have our weapons, but we also have our medic pack. And we take part in the assault or in the defense. We should shoot, we should defend, and we should attack. But if there are wounded or injured people, I should react and first give them first help to stop massive bleeding, make sure the airways are clear, and keep it warm and prepare for evacuation. A main challenge is when you are all alone, one medic, combat medic at all, and you need to cope with several injured or wounded people. In this first battle I had three people wounded nearly at the same time, or within 10-15 minutes, and I needed to sort them out and to give first help. That was quite
Hectic.
yeah, definitely hectic.
Three amazing stories from our industry, all remarkable for their resilience, adaptability, and their love and commitment to their work, as well as to Ukraine's freedom and its future. Knowing the character of people attracted to our industry, it was no great surprise to learn that so many had joined the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Do you know any people who are in the ZSU fighting on the front lines?
Yeah, of course. My classmates, my friends, relatives are there.
Some people who right now stay in a zero position. We lost a lot of people. It's bad to say, but It is what it is. It's a war.
From your company,
Not from my company. It's my friends.
Yeah.
It's two guys. We lost them 12 days ago.
And we keep in touch every time. Of course, they cannot be in touch with you each day or each month, but to know that they are okay, it's very important. And of course, we donate a lot.
Yes.
From our company, two guys fighter now on the front line.
So many my friend, also guys from our team. You also will meet, if I right understand, with Stanislav Serbin, who is fighting.
He's a combat medic, I
Yes,
believe.
absolutely. He is combat medic for us. It's our hero. Hortik Andrei is chief of our sales department. It's also now in the army.
you hear Anatoly there talking about his friends who aren't coming back. And unfortunately, that's all too common a story. None of this has dented the Ukrainian resolve to fight. That fight is happening on multiple fronts. How important is it to keep arts and culture alive during the war?
Ну, Національна опера – це одна із ведучих площадок України. Не буде мистецтва, не буде України.
There is absolutely no deviation to what everybody looks forward to the most.
Перемога. Я б сказав, що краще я б працював, як працював, аби не було війни.
На більше перемоги, конечно же. Конечно же, это тут даже можно не спрашивать, мне кажется, это каждый здравомыслящий, да вообще. Господи, чем быстрее, тем лучше.
Найбільше чи перемоги? Перемога.
To live in peace. It's very easy to tell, right? But when you do not have war in your country, you will never understand the meaning of the word peace.
Our victory, exactly. Because only after this we will have normal life. And we will have possible come back to the normal life. We will have possible come back to our family, to our job, to our everyday existence things. Only after this. And we believe in it.
Everyone I met in Ukraine has a strong sense of culture, identity and destiny. They know in which directions they want to be heading, and they know how they want their future and their children's future to be shaped. All of this I find hugely inspiring. It reinforces how special, resourceful and creative our industry and its people really are.
And remember that we are fighting not only for Ukraine, we are fighting for the whole world.